Michael was a poor boy. He had no parents and no home filled with comfort. He lived alone in an old wooden broken house on the edge of the countryside, where cold air crept through the cracks in the walls and the nights felt endless. An orphan, no family, and most days barely enough food to survive. The people in the village knew him, but few truly saw him. Some ignored him as if he didn't exist. Others treated him harshly, as though his poverty made him less human. Still, every morning, Michael woke up before the sun. He worked small jobs, carrying loads, cleaning yards, running errands, anything that could earn him a piece of bread or a bowl of leftovers. Some days he ate a little, other days nothing at all. Life was heavy for such young shoulders, but deep inside Michael's heart, one small light still burned. Every night, when the world grew quiet, he talked to God not with long prayers or fancy words, but with honesty. God, he would whisper, staring at the ceiling of his broken house, I don't ask for big things. I don't ask for riches or comfort. Please, just don't forget me. One hot afternoon, Michael worked for a strict man named Mr. David. Under the burning sun, he carried heavy sacks, fetched water, and stacked wood until his hands ached and his legs trembled. When the day finally ended, Mr. David handed him a small bag of food. To Michael, it felt like treasure. He held it tightly as he walked home, already imagining how carefully he would eat it slowly so it would last. But along the road, a group of older boys stopped him. They laughed. They pushed him. One of them grabbed the bag and threw it to the ground, spilling the food into the dirt. Poor boy, they mocked. Before walking away, Michael knelt quietly, his hands shaking as he picked up what he could. His chest felt tight, and his eyes burned with tears he refused to let fall. He looked up at the sky and whispered, God, I know others suffer more than I do, but am I so small that you cannot see me? Please give me strength, not to become like those who hurt me. His heart was heavy, but he chose kindness anyway. On his way home, Michael passed by a quiet river. The water moved slowly, reflecting the golden light of the evening. That was when he noticed an old man sitting on a rock by the riverbank. The man looked tired, very tired. Good evening, son, the old man said softly. Do you have something to share? I have not eaten today. Michael looked down at his bag. There was very little left. His stomach tightened with fear, but then a memory stirred inside him. His mother's voice long ago. When you give from the heart, she used to say, you never end up empty. Michael hesitated. Then, with trembling hands, he took the best piece of bread he had. He brushed off the dirt, wrapped it carefully, and placed it into the old man's hands. The man smiled and ate slowly. Thank you, son, he said. You are kind. For the first time that day, warmth filled Michael's heart. Not because he had food, but because he had chosen love.
It's beautiful out here, isn't it?
The old man asked
It
Michael
is. The light
to
is
help
perfect.
him walk.
I'm glad we came.
Together they moved slowly beneath the trees, the evening breeze whispering through the leaves. Then suddenly the old man stopped. He turned and looked at Michael, and his eyes were full of light. Michael, he said gently, do you know who you walked with today? Michael frowned softly. With you, sir, he answered. With a tired old man. The man's face began to glow with a warm golden light. I have walked with you long before today, he said. I was with you the night you cried alone. I heard every prayer you whispered. I saw every tear you thought no one noticed. Michael's heart began to shake. I only prayed to God, he whispered. The man smiled. I am the one who never left your side, he said. I am your God. Michael fell to his knees, tears flowing freely now. I thought you forgot me, he cried. No, God said gently, touching his head. I never abandoned you. You chose kindness in pain, and today you helped me when you thought you were helping a stranger. Then God touched Michael's food bag. It became heavy. When Michael opened it, his eyes widened. Inside were fresh bread, rice, potatoes, and fruit more than he had ever seen. What you gave in love, God said, I return multiplied. Michael walked home that night with a full bag and a peaceful heart. From that day on, people noticed something different about him, a quiet light within him. Good people came into his life. He learned a skill. He found honest work. He studied and grew. Life was not perfect, but he never felt alone again. And every time Michael passed by the river, he remembered the place where God walked beside him. This story is also for you. Maybe you feel forgotten. Maybe life feels unfair. Maybe you give more than you receive. But remember this, God sees your kindness. God sees your silent tears. God multiplies what you give in love. You are never walking alone. Sometimes God does not come in loud miracles, but in a tired stranger, a quiet moment, or a small choice to do good. Your kindness matters. Your heart matters. And one day God will create a way in places that once felt completely closed.